Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back for episode 2 of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. So the first episode was mostly just plot setup and tutorial. We'll briefly go over it, but not a ton to talk about. Basically, we are following this guy named Takumi, and he lives in the Tokyo residential complex, which is basically a version of Tokyo if there was like a giant dome surrounding it. And there are like security alarms apparently all the time. He runs into this, I don't even know what I'd call it, thing that gives him this power of hemo-anima, which is basically just blood magic. And he's teleported to a school called the Last Defense Academy, where he and a bunch of other students will be, for 100 days, defending this academy from invading monsters. That's basically the plot so far. So we got very, very broad setup last episode. So we don't really know where the plot's going to go. They've kind of hinted at like, oh, there's this thing we're defending for the sake of humanity. What is it? There's also potential like undertones of like, I don't trust, like some of us don't trust whatever's going on here. Like you're manipulating us, like what's really going on. Like, there's more to this. There probably is. So we're going to maybe see what direction the plot's going to start in. Maybe we'll get that, or I don't know. Maybe we'll just kind of learn some more about the characters that we've seen. I'd say there's most likely more characters, but maybe we'll. I have no clue when we'd be introduced to them. If it'd be sooner or later, probably sooner. Am I gonna have to come up with voices for a bunch of new characters already? Oh no. Oh lord. But yeah, there's a lot of potential directions they could go this episode. But I'm excited to just play the game again, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. We have woken up on day 2, getting ready for breakfast. So let's go ahead and head out. There it is again, a totally open, unobstructed sky. I still can't get used to it. Every time I look up, it's like a reminder of how bizarre this whole thing is. Seeing the sky gives me this weird, uneasy feeling, like I could get sucked up into it and keep falling forever. If I stay here for long enough, will staring up into infinite space like this start to feel normal? No, there's no way I can get used to something so unnatural. I'd rather go back to my nice, safe life in the residential complex. Yeah, what a... Always funny to see something like that, you know? Okay, are we allowed to go this way now? Oh, okay, wait, some of these are being used up. So there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are being unused. I don't think they're there for no reason. I'm guessing there's going to be 5 new characters introduced possibly today, possibly day 3. Let's go ahead and check the map. Are there going to be, like, people in the hallways? Doesn't really look like it. We're going to go down manually, just in case. Doesn't really look like there's anything that we can see or do, though. Like, the paths are blocked off. Looks like the only thing we can talk to is going to be Sirei along the path right here. How do we talk to? Oh, just A. Duh. I know you must be excited about getting to live in an awesome school like this, but don't let your guard down. The invaders are still out there. You soldiers are basically immortal, though, so you've got nothing to fear from them. Right, immortal. What exactly do you mean by that, though? I told you before, didn't I? It's all thanks to our friend, hemo-anima. No matter how serious your injuries are, it'll fix you up as good as new. Of course, you still have to deal with the pain of fatal injuries, so don't get too complacent. I don't want you getting sloppy out on the battlefield. You gotta fight like your life depends on it every time. This is so crazy. I can barely believe all this is really happening. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd exactly be able to adjust to this situation in less than 24 hours myself. See what's going on in the cafeteria. Got the whole crew here. Alright, everybody, dig right in and get yourselves all fueled up. Didn't you hear me? I said dig in. This is no time to worry about proper table manners. Dig into what? Half of us are stuck with dry bread again. Oh, I forgot his voice already. Oh no. Personally, I'm grateful we have anything to eat at all. We've had days in the TRC when we had to make do with much less than this. Brother dearest, please, I don't want to think about that. Let me guess. If we want anything more substantial, we have to agree to fight? In that case, I'll stick with the dry bread. Boring, plain, flavorless, dry bread. Suit yourselves, but there's one more thing I need from you. I'd planned to do this on the day you transferred in, but I had to push it back because of the enemy attack. What is it this time? I want you to take a tour of the Last Defense Academy campus. You're going to be living here, so you might as well get to know the place. There are a ton of rooms and facilities you haven't seen yet. Sounds like fun. You got any rooms where the door locks behind you and you have to solve obscure logic puzzles to get out? If there are, you can go in on your own. I definitely don't have that voice right. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I'm so bad at voices, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to at least distinguish them. You're gonna have to bear with me if they're not consistent. I'm not a voice actor, right? I'm just someone who's trying to maybe make them a little distinct so that I'm not reading in the same tone for every single character. Which, like, I could. It probably would not be a big deal, but I don't know. This is no ordinary school, you know. You're bound to find something to surprise you. So once you finish breakfast, put on your walking boots and go explore your new home. Yeah, because I don't know. The big thing is they always, like, pan to whichever character is speaking, right? So it's not like there's ever really much doubt who's speaking. So, you know, like probably not necessary for me to, you know, try to do voices, but I don't know. I don't know. Because it's not like I give characters different voices in, like, other games, right? But most of them have fully voiced casts outside of the main characters. So I'll just stick with the same voice for the main character the whole time. But I don't know. Maybe I'll give up on it at some point. But for now, we're just going to keep it going. I feel like we're playing right into Sirei's hands, but we should probably try to get a better idea of what kind of place this is. We might even turn up some clues about what that special something we're protecting is. No time like the present. Let's take a look around. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of places to check. Maybe I can snack on something in the fridge. Nah, now's not the time for that. These monitors are everywhere. Let me try one. Is this pineapple? So real for that. It makes any food you want. I wish I had one of these in my school back home. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? So how do I leave this room? B. Okay. Alright. So we're going around now, and we're just gonna go from room to room. Okay, here's Shoma. Yes? Is something wrong? Oh, I'm in your way, aren't I? I'm sorry. I should know better than to take up valuable breathing space. It's fine, Shoma. You're not in the way. I just wanted to talk to you. I'm warning you. Talking to a feeble-minded dweeb like me will only leave you worn out and frustrated. Not to mention how your reputation will suffer from being seen with me. Unpopularity as profound as mine might be contagious, you know? You're really better off ignoring me like everyone else. Don't think of me as a person. Think of me as a pile of garbage that randomly makes noises every now and then. Okay. I kind of spaced out partway through what he was saying. I think it boiled down to don't talk to me, though. I mean, yeah, I suppose. Let's check out the strange room. Shoma might pop in. Oh, no, here's Darumi. Is this, like, where you got revived in? What the? Oh, it's you, Darumi. It's not actually Darumi, I don't think. I think it's Darumi. What are you doing alone in the dark in here? Aren't the lights working? Looks like they're not, but it's cool. I actually prefer it this way. The real world is a little too bright for me. Hard, bright, and violent. Sometimes just getting through it is a real drain. I don't know about that. For me, spending all day in this kind of darkness would probably be much worse. Alright. What you got, Darumi? It's really starting to sink in. Being made immortal is such a tragic fate. Dying to bring everyone together. Dying to provide a moment of gratuitous gore. Dying to finally be free of the pain. All those options have been taken away from me. Sheesh, what gives? If whoever's behind this is going to kidnap us anyways, forcing us into a killing game's the least they could do. Most normal character in this game. Okay, it's the same thing. I didn't know if it was going to be like different. Alright, let's check out the strange machine. Sure is a lot of fancy equipment in here. I wonder what it all does. Oh, I've seen these in movies and stuff. You climb inside the pod, fire it up, and your consciousness is transported into another world. Like virtual reality? They are so advanced. You get to leave your old life behind and live in a world totally tailored to your whims. I wish I had one of these at home. It sounds a little too good to be true. Looks like this one's broken, though. Just like me. I've tried every button and switch I could find, but it won't turn on. Just the casual, just like me. Is it okay for us to be touching stuff without really knowing what it does? Of course not! I just told you the damn thing's broken, didn't I? Whoa, why is she so angry all of a sudden? Unless I can get Sirei to fix this, escaping into a perfect fantasy world is going to be just that. A fantasy. Now she's crying? I can't keep up with this girl's mood swings. More importantly, is this machine really broken? I can't tell myself. Guess I'll take Darumi's word for it. Okay, I guess that's something to keep in mind. If anything regarding these machines ever pops up suspiciously, right? We know Darumi seems to have a general idea of what they are and is the one who claims they don't work. You know? Whoops. I doubt there's anything in here, but I guess we'll pop in, you know? I got a window. I feel like someone's controlling me. Why else would I be so interested in a bathroom window? What? This is the classroom. Not a blackboard, but a monitor. This is pretty impressive. Alright. Yeah, so no one need to be there. Where's the... Oh, the entrance hall's right by Shoma. So we walked right past it. Whoops. Huh? What? This map does not seem... Am I insane? Like, am I actually just insane? Is this not where the strange room was? Like, this is where the strange room is, but... Shoma just, like, not in the... Like, it can't just be Shoma, because this is where we... No, that's not us. Is Shoma just in the wrong spot? On the map? I think he is. That's strange. Okay. See, that makes more sense, but... Whatever. Ah, Takumi, you came to check out this area too? Huh? Yeah, what is it? Some kind of entrance hall? Huh. Entrance and exit. Of course, even if we left the school from here, we'd still have to contend with the wall of flames. Hi, Sirei. You're welcome to leave the school building at your own discretion, but there's no real point in doing so. Where did you come from? As your commanding officer, it's my duty to offer guidance and support wherever and whenever you need it. I can appear anywhere on school grounds. Anyhow, even if you make it past the flames, there's just a whole lot of nothing on the other side. But if you feel like a change of scenery, be my guest. I mean, do we have any proof of that yet, or... I don't know. It could just be like another lie to try to keep us in line, but... I don't know. He's gone. How does he move so fast? Don't worry about him. I found something much more interesting. Interesting how? Those machines over there. Go take a look at them. No. What if I don't? I'm gonna look at the manual. Some kind of reference material. I don't think I need to look at this right now. Alright, they're not gonna be. Alright. We're gonna check out the machines. What's so interesting about these? What are they even for? It seems they're a special model of fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers? Oh, hi. Welcome back. That's right. I put them here so you can use them to go exploring. You again? Would you mind telling Takumi what you told me? No sooner said than done. During your stay here, there may be times when you want to wander off school grounds and explore the surrounding area. That's where these fire extinguishers come in. With a little help from your hemo-anima, you can use these to temporarily put a hole in the wall and open a way forward. Whoa, wait a minute. You're saying we can actually put out the undying flames? There's nothing stopping us from using these and just getting out of here? Yeah, your pal Outski had the same idea, but there's nothing but ruins out there. Well, I guess if they're going to give us the fire extinguishers, that's like relatively sufficient proof that they're not lying, because we can literally just test that theory. Just ruins? You might find useful bits and pieces among the rubble, or maybe even some items you can still use in the old towns. That's if the invaders don't get you first. There's invaders out there? Oh sure, the place is crawling with them. The wall of fire's there to keep them out, remember? Not only that, but you can't be revived if you die outside school grounds. It's a dangerous business, going out the door and into the unknown. And we're a long, long way from the Tokyo residential complex here. You'd never make it out on foot. You never make it on foot, so don't even think about it. So much for that idea. Coming up with plans to escape will only lead you to despair. I'm sure you can find a much more productive use of your time, like focusing on protecting the school, and by extension humanity, for the next 99 days, ensuring a peaceful, harmonious future. You all want this story to have a happy ending, don't you? So beyond the wall is just ruins. At least we have hope now. Oh, we got despair and hope already? Oh, it's just Danganronpa 4. If there's a way to get past the flames, there's a way for us to get home. Huh? Weren't you listening just now? Sirei said we're too far away from the complex to make it on our own. I wouldn't put too much stock in anything he says. In fact, isn't it a little suspicious he went out of his way to let us know that? There must be some way to get back to the TRC. He's just hiding it from us. Personally, I think the truth is the exact opposite of what he said. The best use of our time isn't following his orders, but finding a way home. I refuse to believe the future of humanity could possibly depend on us. We'll get out of this somehow. That's the idea I'm putting my faith in. Sounds like Eito's determined to defy Sirei to the very end. To be honest, I can't say for sure that he's making the wrong choice. That's what makes this so hard. There's for sure a route where we, like, fully break out with bro. Shoe lockers. Are these shoe lockers? Makes this place look like a real school. It contains tips for exploring outside school, but I don't have time to look at it right now. Oh, we have to look at that. Actually, while we're here, let's go into the archive and read a few of these tips. I already read these two. Let's read Last Defense Academy. A peculiar school located outside of the Tokyo residential complex. It is humanity's last line of defense against certain destruction. The Special Defense Unit has been tasked with protecting the Academy from all harm for the next 100 days. Defensive barrier. A barrier created by generators placed around the school. If it takes too many hits and its integrity falls to 0, it will disappear. The invaders will then be free to storm the Academy and destroy humanity's last hope for survival. The Special Defense Unit. A team of remarkable young people charged with protecting Last Defense Academy, and by extension, the future of humanity. No matter what hardships the unit might suffer, they cannot be allowed to fail in their mission. To do so would spell certain doom for all mankind. School invaders. Strange creatures fixated on getting inside Last Defense Academy. Their ultimate aim is to acquire a certain special something hidden within the school. If the Special Defense Unit cannot stop them, all of humanity will perish. Commanders. Powerful warriors that rule over the regular school invaders. They are immune to conventional weaponry and can only be damaged with hemo-anima. In addition to their formidable fighting prowess, each commander also possesses unique abilities. The fire extinguishers. These machines can be used to temporarily put out a section of undying flames. This allows students to slip through the wall of fire and explore the outside world. Like most technologies at Last Defense Academy, Hemo Anima is what allows the fire extinguishers to work their magic. Classic. Alright, so now we need to go find a way up to the second floor. And there's going to be a training room in there. That'll be it. Oh, hi. Hi, Kako and Ima. Kako. It's Kako, not Kako. Kako. Hello again, Mr. Sumino. Do you have a moment? Sure, what's up? I'm sure you'll think this is a stupid question, but you're from the Tokyo residential complex too, aren't you? Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah. Of course, it's the same for everyone else. Until a few days ago, we were all living there. But isn't it strange none of us have ever met before? Apart from me and my dear brother. I don't know, it seems natural enough to me. I mean, the complex is a big place. I see. It doesn't bother you at all. What was all that about? Those two just keep getting weirder. No, I mean, I guess I sort of get their point. The fact that not one of us, like, had seemingly met is maybe a little strange. But I don't know. I definitely don't think it's that strange. Why am I even looking at this thing? I'm glad they, they added in the bathrooms just so that I could get that dialogue. Like, genuinely, it's pretty funny. I'm here for it. It's like me when I'm, like, doing some of my... Yes, I know that was the training room. It's like when I'm doing some of my testing stuff during game development, right? I just remember... It was like, I added a mailbox, and I was testing out an item interaction system, and I just added, like, it's a mailbox. I don't know what you were expecting. And I'm like, I don't think they'll ever have the chance to interact with it, but I'm not removing that from the game. Just, like, kind of snarky lines like that for items. It's like, why are you interacting with this? It's just kind of funny to me. These monitors are everywhere. Not a blackboard, but a monitor. This is pretty impressive. What does this number indicate? Are you for real right now? Come on, man. Alright. That's definitely not how many days until we're done. Never that. I didn't see who was in this room. Or, well, I did, but I didn't pay attention. We're in the training room. Yeah, that makes sense that he'd be in the training room. This room, it said training room on the door, but it looks more like a video game arcade. How are we supposed to train in here? Ooh, upgrade class weapon? That's interesting. Another manual. Got Takamaru. What do you got for me, Takamaru? Hey, Takami. You've been checking out this place too, right? Yeah, a little. The more I see of it, the less I like it. Who was in charge of the decor here? There ain't a shred of class in the whole damn school. Where's the leopard print sofas? The hot pink drapes? The gilded doorknobs? Is that so much to ask? Is that his idea of class? What a guy. Check out the VR training machine. All these machines just look like arcade games to me. Alright, Sirei, what you got for us? Remarkable, sir. You picked out the best one in the house. You clearly have impeccable taste. Ugh, stop jumping out at me like that. This is the Academy's state-of-the-art VR training machine. I mean, using your actual muscles and getting all sweaty is just so last century, am I right? That's why we developed these machines, to help you hone your skills using just your neural impulses in our cutting-edge technology. I don't get it. Will playing a game really help us? Your hemo anima gets stronger the more you use it, just like your muscles, your brain, and your baloney pony. Your what? You should consider dropping by to train when you're off duty. You can even get some friends together for a group session. Just keep it in your pants when there's ladies present, okay? Not the baloney pony, bro. What's in my pants is none of your business, you little pervert. What the hell? It's a Kodaka game, alright. VR training. I've got to admit, I am kind of curious about it. Maybe I'll give it a try later. Okay. Let's go ahead and check that out again. See if it gives us... These VR training machines can be used to hone our battle skills, apparently. Playing a game really make us stronger? Maybe I'll give it a try later. Let's check out the upgrade class weapon. Looks like something from an old video game arcade. How are we supposed to train with this? Well, I don't know, but apparently they're pretty useful. Actually, I do want to... You're a training machine. It may look like something you'd find in a video game arcade, but this is actually a state-of-the-art training device. Students can use it to experience virtual reality mock battles, sharpening their skills and strengthening their hemo-anima. Okay, this is what I wanted to look at, actually. That's armor plus percent D1? What? Interesting. Last resort attacks. 0 AP. But dying after use. It looks like it has the same exact attack value as the non-last resort version. So maybe last resort is only usable if you're low, but it doesn't require voltage? Maybe? So the thing that I wanted to look at was, why does she have why does she have upgraded skills at base? That's interesting. You got a Yeg in here, bro. There's like no one else is upgraded, right? Okay, we actually can't see anyone else's skills. That makes sense. Just like wondering if there's a reason, like lore-wise, that she already has upgraded skills. Like, has she done this before? Just for example, you know? I don't know. I kind of like that those look like GPU fans. That's kind of cool. Well, let's go ahead and pop out of here, hop up to the 3rd floor, where I'll go butcher some more people's voices. Gaku is like the one that I'm most cooked on right now, I think. And Kako and Tsubasa. I don't have a voice for them. I just kind of like raise my pitch a little bit, maybe. That's about all I got for him. Gaku. Oh man, I gotta get out of here. I can't wait 100 days. What's work gonna say about this? I can't just take 100 days off out of nowhere. They'll fire me for sure. Oh, you have a job? What, is that so hard to believe? You saying I'm so poor I'm probably too stupid to find work? Don't look down on me, Mr. Richie Rich McRicherson. Or if you're gonna look down on me, do it by giving me money. That's so real, actually. You don't have to get offended at everything I say. Besides, my family's not even all that rich. Not all that rich, he says. Listen, you can call yourself comfortable or middle class or whatever. It won't change the fact we live in totally different worlds. If I don't work, I don't get paid. And if I don't get paid, there's kids back home who go hungry. You support your family all on your own? What, you feeling sorry for me now? Good, you should. My regular life was hard enough already. Bringing me here on top of that is overkill. It's unfair, right? You think so too, don't you? Can't you talk to Sirei and get him to send me home? There's gotta be exemptions for special family circumstances. It's the law. I should be sent home right now. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I know. But it was worth a try, right? But even if I am stuck here, I'm not fighting anyone. I ain't no battle maniac. I just want to get through this without getting hurt. Once Gaku gets going, he just keeps working himself up more and more. I should probably leave him to tire himself out. I do respect it. Bro's on the grind set, though. Alright, what's in this bathroom, though? What's he gonna say at this window? Why am I even looking at this thing? Oh, is it the same line? Reused content, lazy developers. Oh my god, it's so over. Alright, let's check out the war room. See who's in here. Gonna be, oh no, I was gonna say like, let's see, oh god, what's her face? Hiroko, it is Hiroko. I wasn't sure if it was Hiroko or Hiroto. So I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna check. Alright, Sirei, what you got for me? Hey there, Sumino. How's your exploration of the campus going? If you need help or advice with anything, feel free to let me know. Don't think of me as your commanding officer. Think of me as your friend. A friend who commands respect and dictates your every move, but in a fun way. He's got some nerve acting friendly after forcing us into this messed up situation. Whose side is he on anyways? Does he care about saving humanity like he says, or does he have some kind of ulterior motive? Probably. Oh, did you come here for another explanation of what your hemo-anima can do? This power is the key to your success and survival here at the Academy. It's worth your while to have a firm grasp on the basics. Sure. Ahem. The hematomorphic infusion blades you all carry, infusers for short, are the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity. When you stab it into your heart, a miraculous power flows into your body, transforming your regular old blood into superhuman hemoanima. By harnessing that power and shaping it into physical form, you will gain access to your class armor and class weapons. A class weapon is a manifestation of your own innate strengths. Each one is just as unique as you are. Activating your hemoanima for the first time also should have unlocked your specialist skills. These are additional abilities with a wide array of applications. Learning to use them strategically will make you better fighters than ever. Okay, but how does it do all that? What's the actual process behind... Don't get so hung up on details. Surrender to the heat of battle. Yell, I am thou. Thou art I. Or something, and just go with it. They referenced Persona and JoJo in one go. I love it. Persona. Half shocked we didn't get that. This is just... Wait, hold on. This is just metaphor. This is just metaphor refantasio. But in a school setting. This is somehow a metaphor and Persona crossover, if that makes sense. I know Persona is basically metaphor. I'm specifically talking the way they use the archetypes, which are just classes, and they be ripping their hearts out, right? I'm like, wait a second. It's in the heart? Come on. And that's the end of my totally comprehensive explanation. If there's anything else you don't understand, you should probably resign yourself to remaining ignorant. Thank you. But if this power is so miraculous or whatever, why give it to regular students like us? Why were we chosen? All will be made clear when you convince the whole group to join the fight. But not before. Guess I should have seen that coming. One more thing. While you're here, want me to go over the undying flames again? That wall of fire outside protects the school from a lot of threats, but it'll hurt you just as bad if you get too close. I mean, let's just see if he has anything to say. I doubt he does, but whatever. True to their name, the undying flames never run out of fuel, and can't be smothered or extinguished by ordinary means. However, the flames only affect organic matter. They don't damage the surrounding buildings, rocks, or anything like that. If you and your friends were to drive a car through it, it'd only be the people on the inside that would get burned to a crisp. They ignore regular physics and run on their own rules. Are they magic or something? Are we going to be in a simulation? Is that what this is? I don't know. Like, that's totally the type of thing you can do in a computer program, like, easy peasy. The Undying Flame Barrier has a radius of a little over half a mile, with the Academy at the very center. The wall itself is 30 feet thick, blocking out even the most powerful of invaders. Or at least, that was the case. More recently, the enemy has developed a special means of getting through. Lucky for us, the flames can sense them coming and automatically shift the school into defense mode when they do. At the same time, an alarm is set off to let all of you know it's time for battle. So when the alarm goes off, the enemy's already on their way. The invaders always leave a day or two between attacks. It's my guess that their means of getting through the flames takes time to prepare or recharge. We haven't been able to deduce any consistent patterns, though. You should assume the next attack could come at any time. One more thing. We'll only go so high, but there's no danger of anything flying in. If the flames sense something trying to pass over them, they'll form a fiery hand and drag the intruder right back down again. What? Nah, it's a simulation, bro. Be for real. The Undying Flames act with a will of their own to keep this school safe. Add that to your list of things to be grateful for. I could ask any number of questions right now, but I doubt I'd get any answers. I've got no choice but to accept that this is the way things are now. Technically, the fiery hand is a limited range too, so coming in from space might be possible. Well, so long as the enemy doesn't think of that, we should do fine. Alright, you've made it very clear how well defended this place is. What I really want to know is, what's it all for? What are we protecting here? I told you before, didn't I? You'll learn that once you get the non-fighters to start fighting. Let's check out the defense system. What's this machine here? It looks important. That controls the school's central defense system. It's the core of the entire Last Defense Academy experience. Without this, there's no early warning system, no defensive barrier, no automatic battle prep, no nothing. It controls battle functions like defense mode and radar, along with more everyday stuff like electricity and water supply. It's a true supercomputer that keeps all aspects of this school up and running without any need for extra engineers or maintenance staff. It's all completely automatic, huh? Whoa, whoa. I can tell what you're thinking. If it's all automatic, what do we need Sirei for? But my role here is just as important as the computers. No one can motivate you or affect your morale like I can. Yeah, negatively, bro. Relax. He's right about that, but not in the way he thinks. Alright. So that's the war room. Oh, we gotta check out the infirmary and the defense room. This is the connecting hallway. I guess this is a little shortcut. Like, once again, they're showing one of these characters in the spot that they're just not. Is this, like, not necessarily an indication of where they are, just means they're in the hallway? Is that what that means? That's a little annoying. I kind of wish it would tell you where they actually are. Let's check out the infirmary. There's Tsubasa in here, right? One of my friends really likes Tsubasa. Hopefully she grows on me. So far I don't mind her, but I'm not exactly huge. This must be the infirmary. But when I think infirmary, this definitely isn't the kind of room that comes to mind. No, this looks like a power core or something. Although I guess that could apply to any part of this school. What you gotta say, Tsubasa? We'll look in the manual. There's an instruction manual here. It describes how the corpse recovery drones and revive-o-matic work. It says the drones are only effective on school grounds. They can't recover bodies outside the wall of fire. Also, the bodies still have to be fresh, in other words, recently dead, for the revive-o-matic to work on them. From the sound of it, if someone died outside the wall, by the time we got them back, it'd be too late. Yeah, I mean, that's good to know. Did that get added to the archive? No, but clearly something did. Was it the infuser? Yeah. Full name, Hemetomorphic Infusion Blade. Widely regarded to be the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity, at least according to Sirei. When stabbed with one of these blades, a member of the Special Defense Unit has their blood replaced with hemoanima, allowing them to use special powers. Hemoanima, a mysterious form of energy that gifts its wielder with power so great they border on supernatural. The only known force capable of harming the invaders. When activated, it solidifies into class armor and class weapons. The form these take is unique to each member of the Special Defense Unit. This is also what allows Takumi and the others to use their specialist skills. I must say, I really wish there would be some kind of, like, you haven't read this one on the archive, rather than forcing me to kind of scroll through and hope I get it right. I guess let's check the corpse recovery drone. This machine. It's the same flying coffin that rescued Darumi from the battlefield. Sirei called it a corpse recovery something. When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve their body. That's what the manual says, anyway. It's all completely automatic, huh? Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died... Wow, it sounds so creepy saying that out loud. Anyway, when that happens, it launches a drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary. And once it gets here, you see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called a revive-o-matic. It's got data on all of us, right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state. And then we're alive again, just like that. Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands? Tsubasa really gets a chance to show her serious side when machines are involved. Yeah, I do respect that, actually. This side of her is definitely a little more interesting than blah, blah, blah. You know, like literally yakking. This sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out the exact mechanism it uses to instill life back into the body. I'm not satisfied writing it off as just the hemoanima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. While we're on the subject, hemoanima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly? Maybe we'll find out more about it someday. Not unless me and the other holdouts agree to fight too. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who was in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us? Something tells me the only way out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here. Yeah, a little unfortunate, but... I mean, I imagine we're going to get all of them to stop holding out eventually. Maybe Aito might hold out for quite a while. I could see that, you know, but... Alright, there should be one more room, the defense room. Yep. Let's check this place out. The last room... Yeah, I was gonna say, here goes in here. What in the world? What in the... A surprisingly stately door stood in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical-looking space, defiantly blocking the way forward. The hallways and classrooms of this school were all pretty strange, but this put them all to shame. It wasn't so much the door itself that was out of place, but what was in front of it. Hi, Hiriko. We're just casually looking at the undying flame, you know? Tell me, what was it that made you decide to... Oh my god. What was it that made you decide to fight after all? Well, once Sirei started talking about people we care about being in danger, it didn't feel like I had much of a choice. So you did it to protect those close to you. How very... normal. Normal? Yeah, I guess so. How about you, Hiriko? We're not talking about me here. But it was okay for her to ask me. Maybe I should try a different approach. Then, can you tell me how you got so strong? You're clearly on a whole different level compared to the rest of us. It's nothing so remarkable, really. With things as they are now, I'd prefer not to talk about it. What do you mean, with things as they are now? I said I don't want to talk about it. She shut me down again. It's hard work getting anything out of this girl. I probably shouldn't press her any further. I definitely don't want to end up on her bad side. Yeah, she's definitely keeping some kind of secrets. Let's check out this place. This door looks pretty solid. More importantly, that weird fire is in front of it. They're undying flames. I thought so, but why are they here, inside the school? To stop anyone from opening this door, I imagine. If it's that important, then... Yes, whatever is behind this door is a thing we're fighting to protect from the invaders. Right behind this door is something that could wipe out humanity in the wrong hands. I wonder what it is. Do you think we'll ever find out? We could try breaking down the door ourselves, but that may prove difficult. Convincing the others to join the fight so Sirei will tell us the truth seems like a more efficient choice to me. I don't think convincing them will be that easy. This kind of a decision is something they have to come to on their own. You're still thinking like a civilian. You need to toughen up or we'll be in the worst possible scenario. What do you mean? Let's just say it's in everyone's best interest to get the others on the battlefield with the rest of us. By any means necessary. It sounds like she has something in mind already. She wouldn't force them to fight against their will, would she? It sounds like she would. We may not have known each other very long, but I can definitely imagine Hiriko taking a hardline approach with anyone who refuses to do as she says. There's something about her that radiates authority, leaving no room for argument. Yeah, there is definitely something up with her, man.
Hey there, troops! How's your tour of the campus going? I figure it's about time you met back up and compared notes. Report to the cafeteria immediately!
I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says, but I pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria. See if anyone's got anything interesting to say that we didn't already see. So, what did you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? Is it so wonderful that you want to spend the rest of your lives here? There's no way we'd feel that good about it. I already butchered her voice. Dude, I'm telling you. Tsubasa, I cannot nail a voice for. I actually had one that I liked earlier, and then I forgot how to do it. I'm not built for this voice stuff, but I'm trying. I'm having a little bit of fun with it. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit. So, I'll keep going, but... Well, if you didn't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long. There's more important things at stake than your personal comfort. Why even ask us if you're ultimately going to discount our opinions? You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet, but don't worry. It's all part of my roadmap of staggered content releases. Oh no, not the roadmap. You got a battle pass too? I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you going forward. Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when we're not fighting? Oh right, we are a school after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum and a proper schedule. But we don't have one here. Surprise! What? No schedule? Unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit. So we don't gotta go to classes or nothing? Shit, man, you should have led with that. Don't tell me you're actually buying into this. It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most of it while we're here. I think it's too early to say there's no way for us to leave. If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna chicken out and run away from the fight anyway, right? Damn, Ato, not very good at those confrontations, even if he really wants to get out, but he's not a very confrontational person. Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting. It's your fault we're all so on edge. You've all been raised in different environments and had different life experiences, so naturally you all have your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is as unique as a snowflake, and that's okay. We're all about diversity here. A little difference of opinion now and then is inevitable. Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion. Having said all that, no matter what your feelings on the matter, all of you are going to have to fight the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While this school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future. But if the school falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then we'll move on to your loved ones. Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them safe. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubts from your hearts. As humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you are about to become the very embodiment of hope. Hope? You've got to be kidding me. This is more like despair. Oh my god. Are we really doing this again? Please don't tell me we're doing the constant hope and despair thing again. I'll be honest. That is one of my least favorite parts of Danganronpa. I really do not like the hope versus despair theme that they have going on for the whole series. Oh? You're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us? Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause, but we've got no guarantee that's really what we'd be doing. As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we know it's not actually something even more dangerous than the invaders? Not to mention the Hemo-Anima. We know next to nothing about this weird power, and you want us to pump our bodies full of it. Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word that comes out of your mouth. We've been over this before, man. He said he'd only tell us if you guys agreed to fight. And I can't agree to fight until I hear the whole truth. We're going around in circles so much it's making me dizzy. Yeah. Dude, I feel like I have lost my ability to do voices. Yeah, we won't make any progress like this. Alright, if it's the truth you want, that's what you'll get. I'll tell you everything. You're gonna tell us? Just like that? I never meant to keep the truth from you for all that long. I was just using it as a bargaining chip to motivate you, but it looks like that plan backfired. At this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story. And you'll really tell us the truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. Or at least, I'd like to. This isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own. What say we table this discussion until tomorrow? So there are more people involved in this than just you. We'll expect you to tell us about them, too. I'm sure you will. I'll run it past the higher-ups. If I tell them this is the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it. Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning and I'll let you know what the brass says. I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. With a cheery wave of his stubby little arm, Sirei disappeared. Never thought getting the truth out of him would be this easy. But he still has to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He can come back tomorrow and say they shut the idea down. I hope you're all ready. If we learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines. No excuses? We'll see what happens after we hear what Sirei has to say. We can all talk it out and decide on the best course of action then. Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on. You're hilarious, Mr. Mariko. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow. Shut up! I bet you don't either. With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms. Dude. These voices might be cooking me. I don't know if I can keep doing them. I'm trying, but I don't know. I feel like I've lost my ability to distinguish them correctly. Ultimately, I don't really think it's a deal breaker, but, you know. Tomorrow morning, Sirei will tell us the whole truth. I can't even imagine what it will be. Who gathered us all here? What are we fighting for? I can only hope everything will make sense once we know that. Alright. Good night.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night.
Ah.
So there's a nighttime announcement too, just like the morning one. I thought it would be a much longer road to learning the truth, but hopefully by this time tomorrow we'll know everything we need to know. It probably won't be the end of our problems, but it'll be a step forward. At any rate, there's no use worrying about it anymore today. I'll discuss it with the others once we've heard from Sirei.
Huh?
For now, the only thing I can do is wait for tomorrow to come. With nothing else to do, I decided to call it a day. I got into bed and was soon fast asleep. Karawa? Are we hearing Karawa? Should be crying. Backstory time. Okay.
Come on. Don't cry. If you keep crying like that, your daddy will get sad too. And he won't be able to go to heaven.
We were only in kindergarten back then. Karawa's dad had just died. He and Karawa were driving over to her mom's research lab when it happened. The car crash that changed her life. A security alert had sounded, and suddenly people were scrambling around trying to get to the nearest shelter. Karawa's dad swerved to avoid someone, and, well, the car was almost entirely destroyed. Her dad leaned over from the driver's seat to shield her from the impact right at the last second. By some miracle, he made it in time, and Karawa survived. But her father wasn't so lucky. After the funeral, Karawa was inconsolable. She just sat there and cried. There was nothing I could do.
My daddy's gone. I'll never see him again.
Karawa? Don't cry anymore, okay? I know your daddy's gone, but
Let me guess, but I'll protect you.
I'll be your daddy from now on, so you don't have to be sad.
You're too little, Taki. You can't be a daddy.
Maybe, but I'm just glad you're okay, Karawa. That your daddy protected you.
But I got this big cut right across my tummy. The doctors say it's gonna leave a scar. It'll never go away. Not even when I'm a grown-up. I bet no one will want to marry a girl with a big ugly scar like this.
Then, when we grow up, I'll marry you. By then, I won't be too little anymore.
Huh?
I'll marry you someday, Karawa. Then you'll never have to be alone. I'll always be there to protect you.
You'll protect me?
Yeah. Now that your daddy's gone, I'll keep you safe instead. So please, don't cry. Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Karawa. No matter what, I promise.
Taki. Thank you. I think I'm going to be all right now.
I guess this explains why they're so close then. I mean, they were already relatively close, at least, but...
You promised. So you gotta do it. Okay?
That's right. I made a promise. A promise to protect Karawa no matter what, and to marry her. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karawa safe, I have to keep fighting. And I'll fight. I have to fight. 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 Fight, 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 fight. Ugh. I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat, and my heart was racing, like I'd just woken up from a nightmare. No, not a nightmare. A memory. A childhood memory of Karawa and me. I'd totally forgotten about that time. Why did I dream about it all of a sudden? I wonder what Karawa's doing right now. She probably hasn't stopped worrying ever since I disappeared. That would be just like her. Come to think of it, what does everyone back in the residential complex think happened to me? Are they treating me as a missing person, or did they assume I died in that monster attack? I'll have to ask Sirei about that, too.
Huh?
Sheesh, I'm wide awake now, and I'm so sweaty. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. Alright. Maybe a little nighttime story. I got out of bed and slowly made my way toward the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me. Right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow, something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. I wonder if this is a side effect from using hemoanima?
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I?
What am I doing? This is stupid. Interesting, though. Coming back to my senses, I turned away from the mirror and walked out the door. Kind of feels like they're playing up this idea that it might be like an alternate reality or something like that. Something is up, potentially maybe with consciousness is the first thing I think. Like, I don't know, some kind of transferred consciousness deal. I don't know. As soon as I got outside... The scene that greeted me took my breath away.
I've heard of those. They're stars, right?
The night sky far above my head was now dotted with countless glimmering pinpricks of light. The vastness, the endlessness of it all was almost terrifying, but in a way it was beautiful too. It inspired a sense of awe in me I'd never felt before.
I wonder what Katawa would say if she saw this.
As I stood there wondering, my gaze was drawn to a different, larger light in the sky. The moon.
It looks so close. Is that another planet?
No, but, you know, decent guess, I suppose. No, not a planet, a different kind of celestial body. I'm sure I read about it once. A big chunk of rock orbiting the Earth, visible to the naked eye. What was it called again? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's so crazy to think about. Is that blank? Huh? All of a sudden, I felt like I wasn't alone. I spun around to see who was there. What the hell? Who? You're on fire! No, not quite. It wasn't a person. More like a burning, flickering apparition in the shape of a young man. A fire with a mind of its own. Not just any fire, either. They were undying flames.
What the?
The way its mouth is moving, is it talking? I can't hear a thing, though.
What is it? What are you trying to tell me?
The thing seemed to hear me okay, but my question seemed to upset it. A look of profound sorrow passed over its fiery features. What the hell? The next moment, it disappeared into thin air. Actually, really, very, very, very quickly wanna just... There's gotta be a button to hide... like... reduce UI. Is this what I'm looking for? No, whatever. We'll go on, sorry. Huh? What just happened? What was that? Don't tell me. Was that a ghost? Ghost or not, it had definitely been trying to communicate with me. What was it trying to say? And why? Vainly trying to comprehend what I'd seen and what it all meant, I just stood there, dumbfounded. It was a while before I could even bring myself to move from that spot. What the heck? In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep the rest of the night. I just sat in bed, waiting for the morning announcement. Okay, so they're setting some things up. This idea that he doesn't feel like himself, whatever that kind of like apparition on fire was. Interesting stuff.
Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable. Pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Let's go.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Morning's finally here. Should I tell everyone about what I saw last night? Would they believe me? I'm not sure I even believe it really happened. It might just write it off as a dream or say I'm going crazy. But I'll think about that later. Today's the day Sirei is going to tell us the truth. I can decide what to do about that ghost boy afterwards. We were supposed to meet up in the war room, right? Yeah, that we were. Up out the door. What you got, Eito? Good morning, Takumi. Did you sleep well? I'm afraid I had a rather restless night. What's wrong? Are you feeling okay? Just a little queasy. My body doesn't deal with change very well. Being in a new place with so many sights and sounds, it takes some getting used to. I should be fine though, given enough time. He doesn't look fine. I hope being here won't make his condition any worse. Anyone else up here? No. Looks like literally everyone's in the war room, so we'll just go and teleport there. When I arrived at the war room, everyone else was already there. Everyone, that is, except Sirei. He's certainly taking his time. You think he's still discussing things with the people in charge? Maybe it's taking longer to convince them than he thought? He should have told us that. I got up early for nothing. If that really is it, ain't a lot of point in us waiting around here. Yes, I'm sure Sirei will summon us again when he's ready to talk. When the time comes, we'll have to gather here again. Until then, we can probably spend our time as we see fit. Wow, we actually got some free time? And here I thought we were in for a long and involved lore dump. I was looking forward to it all night long. I guess I'll just rest my head in my dear sister's lap and go back to sleep now. What? Don't joke like that in front of other people, brother dearest. After that, the little meeting in the war room broke up, with all of us going back to our rooms. Free time event. Is it going to force me to go with a certain, like, with a specific person? We're free to spend our time however we want until Sirei gets back. What exactly should I do while I'm waiting, though? Free time. During free time, you can do things like upgrade your class weapon or get to know your comrades. You'll have free time twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, during which you can pass the time by engaging in different activities. If you don't want to do anything, you can go to your bed to pass the time. First, try going to the training room and entrance hall, which were unlocked during your tour of the school. But between the two, I'm definitely leaning the training room. I don't remember where the training room is. There it is. I guess, let me just briefly check, like, if oh, a VR machine. Apparently we can use this to train in a virtual space. I don't really know how it works, though. Did you come here to use the training machine as well? I don't know who's speaking, so... Training is a productive use of your free time. I'll commend you for that. I'll train with you if you want. Hurry up and enter the virtual space. I would, but I don't really know how to use this machine. Just figure it out as you go along. You'll get used to it soon enough. You sound like you've done this before, if you ask me. Like, I really don't think this is her first rodeo. If that makes sense. Pressured by Hiriko, I reluctantly placed the headset over my eyes. Oh, it's a training battle. Okay. Huh? How did I get outside? And where did all these invaders come from? Calm down. This is just a simulation. The invaders, as well as Darumi and our other allies, are nothing more than AI-controlled programs. All you have to do is defend the school, just like in a real battle. Okay, guess I'll give it a try. Let's do this. Okay. I did want to do more combat, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm cool with this. Okay, kind of seems like the best way to go about it to me is start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this will clear the space for Hiriko to one-tap this thing. Well, actually, can we do that from this side? Like, can we use her? Can we use her for that? No, we're not gonna be able to clear out that spot. The only one who can clear out that spot, it looks like, is... No, we could clear that out, actually. We could clear that out with Takumi and have him clear there. Have him like that. I like this. That's a little 4-piece right there. Yeah, I like that move. Do that.
My turn.
Then go dunk on this thing.
Die. So unsatisfying.
And we could have Hiriko clear that out too.
Let's do this.
That feels pretty bad.
Ready when you are.
That's a pretty good side slash. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that. Picking up 4 of them.
Take that.
Let's go.
Can't really get anything. Wait, can he attack that from there? Can you attack a space that isn't occupied by an enemy? You can. Okay. I mainly did that for testing purposes. I'm not 100% convinced that was my best move, but... When a Dharma approaches the berry generator, it will self-destruct, dealing a large amount of damage to it. Make sure to keep them away from the generator. Oh. Okay, I didn't know they would do that. I didn't know they would just blow up. I don't think that's really a problem. I mean, I could restart if I really wanted. I mean, whatever. I took 1 turn. So the ones closer to the front, I gotta clear out. That makes sense.
Full throttle.
Still like this. I just suddenly think it kind of makes sense to do like that or something. You know, clear those out.
All right.
Although she still wants to do this, because that's literally free.
How's this? Broken so soon.
Let's go!
I thought this was a ranged attack. Well, I mean, it clearly is, but... It's like, what, 2 range, it looks like? Yeah, it's got 2 range, okay. So I can just clear that group out.
Fine.
Close to being good, but not quite. So I definitely think we just go up and like side slash one of these 2. This is probably fine. End the turn. So I don't think anything gets close enough to actually blow up. Yeah. Okay. Whoa.
Time to move.
Out of curiosity, how much does the AoE deal? They've got 4 HP, we can gain 3 attack, so if we can, like...
My turn.
We'd have to find a way to get 3 kills and then
Ready
get
whenever.
over there. Which is not easy.
All in ass.
I don't really like this lineup. The way the enemies are lining up right now, I don't really know how I'm going to clear things without taking some damage. I can kill this thing for free, though. Like, we move
Now then. To business.
here, swing at that, then we can go there, swing at them with the AoE. Maybe we are trying to charge voltage here?
Time for battle.
I wish this AoE was slightly different. Like, ever so slightly different. I definitely think there's going to be a way to wipe all of them out in like 1 turn, though.
Time to move.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get enough voltage to do a move again.
How unsatisfying. Time for battle.
Because there's nothing that like fully clears that, right?
Chop you to pieces.
No. And we're definitely not going to be able to get enough right now.
Let's do it to it!
The thing is, like, we can get so much, but we can't quite get everything, no matter what I do. So we're just going to have to, I think, accept a little bit of damage. And that's fine. Oh, that's kind of a perfect lineup. So is that. Maybe I needed to try to charge voltage on one of those. I don't know. That's pretty solid, but I probably want to try to minimize the amount of things dealing damage to us. Yeah, sure, we'll end our turn. I think we could have played this a little better, gotten some voltage there. Ooh. Now as HP drops to 5 or less, they will be near death, allowing them to use Last Resort. Extra powerful attack that can be unleashed in exchange for their life. Even if they die, all allies will be revived for the next wave, so go ahead and kill yourself. Yeah, we took a little bit of damage there. Take a little more. Yeah, I mean, that's a little unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, so... Oh, we can absolutely... Oh, I don't like that shape.
Now then, to business.
It's a little worse for us than just the line.
All right, let's get
So,
started.
okay, wait, hold on, though. We can go down here, do this.
How's this?
That gets us voltage, which
My turn.
might be nice. I'm gonna cook them,
Out
get
of
a
my
free
way.
turn back,
Broken, so time for battle.
cook them, get 2 turns back.
Take this. How unsatisfying.
Let's go!
That's a perfect shape for her.
That ain't nothing.
Not going to be able to hit all of them, so that's a little unfortunate.
Ready whenever.
To be honest, I think yeah, that's going to one-tap, so I actually think we do clear everything here.
Broken, so
So we can
sorry.
just do this.
Let her rip! It ain't over yet.
Okay, not bad. We took a little bit of damage. We could have played that better, but that was like my second real battle. So. Hey, we got S rank still. It's not bad. I'll take that. Wow, this is pretty realistic. You never think it was just a computer program.
Oh.
This game's combat is actually really fun. I'm not gonna lie. You're right. This will be a good way to sharpen our skills between battles. We never know when the invaders will attack next. I should probably use this machine to train whenever I have some time to spare. You can use VR training to gain BP. BP can use to be upgraded to your class weapon. Upgrade your class weapons to level up your skills and prepare for future defensive battles. Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, this is an obvious... Like, she's done this before, right? Like, for sure. Upgrade class weapons. Yeah. I mean, if BP is the upgrade material, right? And she has upgraded. Is it that crazy to assume that, you know, she's done this before, been here, done that? I guess for now, we just kind of upgrade Side Slash. Oh, it increases your voltage gain. Interesting. Yeah, we're not going to be able to upgrade that either. The only thing I think we can upgrade is ours. So we need to level up the grades. However that system is going to work out. I don't even know if we really need to do this, but we'll do it. Like, it might be better to just save instead of bothering with that right now, but I feel like any investment into Kumi isn't really going to be wasted. I assume they're going to be deployed for every fight. Maybe there's going to be some situations where they aren't, but I don't know. As your skill levels increase, you'll need good grades and materials in addition to BP. These can be obtained by participating in student activities and exploring outside the school, so choose activities that correspond to your needs. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay, so we can't do anything else with that. So now we go to the entrance hall, yeah. I guess we'll go... not to the entrance hall. What's up with the green? What's above her name? Student activities. Characters will spend time as they please inside the school. You can engage in student activities with characters that have a symbol over their head. Oh, you can also use the map to check where those characters are. Takumi, come play a game with me. Screw you, I'll pass. No, I don't actually have a problem with the room. Relax, relax. I want to start by going to the entrance hall, because it didn't say anything about that passing time. Right, and it looked like there was an icon suggesting that was going to pass time. I don't know if there's something I can miss here. Yo, Takumi, if you have some free time, want to go exploring with me? We can use a fire extinguisher to open a hole in the wall of fire, then we can get out there and bust some heads.
Huh?
I'd like to go out with you, but wouldn't it be dangerous with just the two of us? It's teeming with invaders out there. Yeah, if it'll make you feel better, we can invite more people to come along. I'll ask Hiroko and Darumi. You can select a maximum of 3 people to bring exploring. You cannot select characters that are dimmed out. Oh wow, are we able to explore already? Oh, they all have like some kind of passive. We can't even see what the passives are for characters we haven't seen yet. I guess let's see what exactly we get by exploring. Let's head out. So this is the outside world. What, in the Mario Party? It's just as Sirei said, there's nothing but ruins out here. All I can see is city wreckage and debris. I guess he wasn't lying about not being able to return to the TRC. What can we even do out here? Hey man, turn that frown upside down. We're already out here, so we might as well try looking for something we can use. Yeah, I suppose so. Exploration basics. Exploring will allow you to collect BP and materials. Select a step card from your hand and move the court. Is this the... Is this ultimate, ultimate talent development plan? There's no way. Exploring will allow you to collect BP and materials. Select a step card from your hand and move the corresponding number of spaces. There are several types of spaces. Material spaces allow you to obtain the materials shown on the icon. Battle spaces start a battle. Question mark spaces will cause different events to occur. The color of the space implies the amount of risk and reward. Purple greater than yellow, greater than blue. As in purple is the riskiest risk reward, like highest risk reward ratio. There are other spaces with their own unique effects, so try to land on anything that catches your eye. Search start. I don't know exactly. Guess we'll go down here. Is that the battle one? I think I just started a fight. Yeah, I did. Annihilated all enemies. The lose condition is all allies annihilated. Okay.
Let's freaking go!
Anything I need to worry about? Adds piercing when attacking. Movement not hindered by terrain or other units. Okay.
My turn.
They're spaced in such a way that she can't really do as much as I would want.
Now then.
In fact, their spacing in general is just really weird for this. You know, like for me, like right now.
Alright, let's get started.
I mean, she can just bust this thing up, right? Like,
How's this? Now then, to business. Out of my way. Broken, so ready whenever.
okay, she can't really reach anything from there.
Let's do it to it!
You can clear 2 things with that. Kind of thinking we just like
Let's get started.
do this.
How's this? Ready whenever.
And then this. We're just gonna let her solo the map, I guess.
Oh, it's satisfying. Now then, to business.
Not actually, but like low key, you know?
Out of my way. Broken so soon.
Here we go! Stab, stab, stab!
Let's go.
Oh my, 99%. Are we serious? I mean, like, there's nothing I can do.
My turn.
Oh my, 99%. Maybe there's a slightly better way I could have played that turn. What the heck, man.
All right.
I don't think it matters if we take one single damage, you know, but like I could have had a one turn clear there and that would have felt nice.
Might as well take it.
200 BP silver. Any items you get will be converted to materials when the exploration is over. Additionally, you can only carry 9 items. Once your item slots are full, head back by selecting End Exploration from the menu or a checkpoint. Okay, so we can go 3 again. You look up and see a shooting star. If you make a wish now, it may come true. Wish for better materials. Chance of finding all materials plus 10%. See a dog picking through some trash. Someone might have thrown something away there. I guess we'll examine the trash. Oh, we took damage. I had a feeling that might not be the wisest plan. Battered cloth scrap. Okay. Your party's HP reaches 0 while exploring. The exploration will end and you will use half of your items. When things look dicey, retreat by choosing End Exploration from a checkpoint of the menu. It says your party. Like anyone in your party?
Yes.
Guess we'll just go 3 again. See an old grand piano abandoned by the roadside. A strange noise is coming from it. How can that be? There's no one playing it. Look inside. I got a radio cassette player. Okay.
I'll take this.
Find lots of clovers growing on the ground. Maybe you can find a lucky 4-leaf one. Let's look for a 4-leaf. Oh yeah, we got a 4-leaf. You know how it goes. You arrive at a new checkpoint, you'll be able to select it as a starting point in future explorations. Additionally, you'll be able to move between checkpoints. If you see locked checkpoints in your map, take the initiative to reach them. Continue, bro. Oh, who do you think I am? I see purple. I like it. A stone stele has been erected in this roadside. Strange letters are carved into its surface. Try to decipher it, I guess. You didn't know what was written on it, but for some reason looking at the stele made you feel motivated. +3 move. Let's take purple chance space. You're surrounded by a thick fog. You can barely see what's in front of you anymore. Keep going. Oh, we took damage. Unwise. Find a toy store and some ruins. There are still some products on the shelves. You might be able to dismantle them for parts. Let's dismantle a miniature robot. Oh my goodness. Keep taking damage. You tried to disassemble a miniature robot. Suddenly my berserker punched Takumi in the face. Ow. I'm a 2 or a 4 here, ideally. Or neither. I guess we'll take a 3, because maybe we can get a 1 or 2. Insects are swarming around one particular tree. What are they so interested in? Examine the tree. Oh my goodness. 3 more damage. Sticky tree sap. Alright. I don't think we're going to be able to explore for too much longer. Let's go for this, though. Find a jewelry box on the roadside. Seems to be locked. Pick the lock. Tried picking the lock with the tools you had on hand, and you were able to open it. You found a diamond inside. W! Give me a quick little diamond. Alright, let's just schmoove. What is this? Can't extinguish these flames yet. Oh, we have to level up our extinguisher? What? I see a sign in the middle of your path that has an arrow drawn in it. Go where the arrow is pointing. Follow where it's indicated. We got some satin. Nice, nice. Looking for a 1 or a 3 here. Let's go for a 1, so that maybe we can try to get a 2. Find the remains of a giant robot. Might have some rare materials inside. Let's check the power reactor. Oh! And there goes half of our stuff. So that's what I get for getting greedy. I mean, I didn't expect to take 10 of everything. Like 10 to everyone. What in the world? My bad, bro. Whew, we finally made it back. It's already pretty dark. Exploring really does eat up the day. It's probably better to leave in the morning whenever we go exploring, and we should be prepared to spend the whole day out. Today was pretty fun. Let me know next time you go out, alright? You can explore outside of the hall using the fire extinguishers in the entrance hall. You can only go exploring in the morning as it will take up the entire day. You'll be able to obtain more BP and materials as you explore. For more details, check the manual by the entrance hall. Okay. It's good to know. Good to know.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
The day came to an end without any word from Sirei. Is he really having that much trouble getting permission to tell us what's going on? Why are the people in charge so determined to keep us in the dark? But we're bound to hear something tomorrow, right? Once again, I resolved not to think too deeply about anything until the next day, and went to bed for the night. Day 4. This video's already getting kind of long. Do I do one more day? I'll risk it. If I if I have to do a new
Troops, time to rise and shine.
I've got to do a new outro here. That's okay.
Get ready for your 4th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
You know, maybe I will.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Gotta pledge your hearts. Okay, today is the day Sirei will tell us everything. The reason for us being chosen, the truth behind this war, all of that will be made clear. I should go to the cafeteria. Everyone's probably meeting up there first. Yeah, everyone's in the cafeteria. Okay, then we'll just go straight there. Huh? Where's Sirei? I'm afraid there's no sign of him today either. That's over 24 hours since any of us have laid eyes on that adorable little tyrant. Is he still talking things over with the people in charge? He'd have at least told us he was going to need more time. What's he at right now anyway? Ain't anyone seen him? Not me. Haven't seen him since the day before yesterday. Maybe he's in one of those locked off classrooms. He's probably fine. I mean, he looks the same as always in the morning and nighttime announcements. I'm pretty sure those are recorded, Miss Amamiya. He always says the exact same thing in the exact same way. Bro is chowing down. Yeah, that makes sense. What are you eating? Oh, this? It's Mont Blanc. At least that's what it said on the ration-o-matic when I ordered it. I've never tried it before, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I never thought something that looked so much like a pale turd could taste so good. Why are you eating something that fancy like it's no big deal? You're supposed to be on dry bread like the rest of us non-fighters. But Sirei's the one who came up with that rule. He can't enforce it if he's not here, so why not take advantage of his absence? Right. There's nothing stopping us. Well, I guess it's okay then. Just while Sirei's away, I mean. No one's gonna complain if I try it too, right? He'll probably be back soon, so this is our big chance. Get in line. I need something other than dry bread. Even warm toast with butter would be a luxury at this point. I'm gonna get caught. Gaku and Tsubasa both scramble towards the machine, jostling each other aside in an attempt to get the ration-o-matic first. Maybe I could... No, I shouldn't. Not someone like me. Aw, man. If this was a killing game, we'd get full-on impaled the moment we violated school rules. Whoever's running this is doing a piss-poor job. I wanted thrills, chills, kills, not some kind of undisciplined free-for-all the moment the boss's back is turned. Isn't it strange that Sirei hasn't stepped in to stop them, though? It makes me wonder if he's even here anymore. You think he could have gone outside the academy? I doubt he'd go that far without telling us. If there was an enemy attack, we'd be left at a disadvantage without him. The little shit just does whatever he wants. Slamming his hand on the table, Takemaru got to his feet and started yelling at the top of his voice. Hey, Robo-Bastard! You're out there somewhere, aren't you? You gotta be watching on the surveillance cameras or something. Is this some kind of test? I'm getting sick of it, you hear me? Hurry up and say something already. Nothing, huh? Seriously, what's his damage? Maybe he really has left the school. I think we should go look for him. If we stick to the school, there's only so many places he could be. He looked nervous. What's going on here? Where could Sirei be? Why did he disappear all of a sudden? While some of the group remained behind to take full advantage of the ration-o-matic, the rest left to search the school. After a while, we went back to our rooms. Free time again? I can't say Sirei's well-being means a lot to me, but his disappearance has me worried all the same. What do I do now? Should I head out and look for him with the others? Free time. We are not slumping. Okay, so we could go to the cafeteria, hang out with Takemaru. Okay, oh, so it tells us what we get there. I don't know what that is, though. So, okay. I assume we don't get anything for hanging out with people who don't have some kind of thing above their head. Kako, what do you got for us? I wonder why Sirei disappeared. Yeah, nothing. Okay. That's about what I figured. Yeah, so it seems like the options are... We could go explore again. I feel like early game materials are never bad to have. But I want to see how bad like the training requirements are. Let's check the report card. Right, so we can see the list of things. Okay, so yeah. Linguistics, math, science, social studies, gym. You can probably guess which one is which. I don't remember, what do we need for the upgrades specifically right now? Goodness gracious. Where's the training room? So if we want to upgrade side slash again, oh, the upgrade gives it an extra move. That is actually really nice. I kind of like that. Well, it actually kind of makes me want to upgrade Takemaru. I like his AoE a lot, honestly. We need gym for that. What do we need for him? We need 2 linguistics ranks. Okay. We have all the materials we would need for it. I have no clue which characters I'm going to plan to use like long term. For now, let's just go hang out with Takemaru, I think. Wherever homeboy is. His voice kind of hurts to do, actually, so maybe I shouldn't intentionally hang out with him, but I will anyways. Damn it! Somebody's gonna pay for this! Why are you so angry, Takemaru? The pudding I'd left in the refrigerator is gone. I don't know what kind of asshole took it, but they've got guts messing with a man's pudding. That is kind of fucked up. When I find out who did this, I'm gonna tear him limb from limb. Is that like foreshadowing? Like Ima, you know? Whoa, Takemaru, calm down. I get that you're mad, but you can always just use the ration-o-matic to make more. Don't be an idiot. Pudding tastes better when it's been chilled for a couple of hours. I ain't eating no lukewarm, fresh from the machine pudding. All this over a little pudding cup? This guy's really serious about his desserts. Endurance went up by 3, mobility went up by 3. Great job. Gym 1. Participating in student activities will raise Takumi's grades. He'll be graded in 5 subjects: linguistics, math, science, social studies, and gyms. All subjects will be needed in different scenarios. Each character will increase a different grade, so try to do student activities with a variety of characters. Okay. Okay, we got another free time. We cannot explore this time. But we could go to the training room and presumably we can upgrade Takemaru now, right? Yeah, we can. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit that upgrade. Out of my way, level 2. So level 3 would require another gym and we would need more points, which we don't have. But it would give us an extra move, but I feel like him having one move is less useful than us having one move on our thing. I don't know. So, like, I maybe shouldn't have upgraded that, but let's hit rank 2 on this. Let's get some BP, because we kind of need it. Okay, whoa, they're already surrounding the thing.
Rev it up!
Oh, good lord. We gotta ignore that for now, because we got some of them right in front of us. I feel like she's gonna have to attack there.
Hauling
I
ass!
feel like we might want to have him attack here. That still leaves us short 1. 1 is probably fine. I'm thinking
Time to move.
Hiriko goes up and does this. Hits this thing the next action. We're leaving 2 if we do this, actually. Is that fine? Probably. That's probably fine.
Let's freaking go!
But I think this is like a very good starter.
Let's do this!
And we can't really get that to hit more.
It's killing game time!
I don't think there's anyone that can clean this up as efficiently as Darumi. Well, no, we can't have her go next unless we start with a cranial fracture here, which is actually fine. I'm actually fine with that.
Take this.
Order matters.
Let's go!
So we can clear out all of those and just leave 1. I'm fine with that, actually.
Okay, okay! Go, giant of fire!
And the turn... Okay, so now... Yeah, so we lose a little bit there. Not a ton, although Takumi's getting messed up. So that's kind of not great.
Hauling ass!
Now that's unfortunate. He's being body blocked and can't get through as a result. So long as she is there, so we need to move her.
Get started.
I can't really move her in the way that I want either, though. This is probably fine.
Die.
Certainly not quite as good as I would hope, but we can do this and get them really low. And that's a free move.
How's this? Broken so soon. Now then, to business.
Once again, we can walk up, do a cranial fracture. That's free.
I'll chop you to pieces. Oh, and sat. My turn.
This is free. This will be the extent of the free actions she can take. But that was a lot of good that we just got there. We're gonna be able to get a voltage off here. Clean that up. It's gonna let us through.
Full throttle!
Do we even need to clean this up? Like, yeah, it's efficient. But does that even need to happen? I don't know that it actually needs to happen.
Ready whenever. Time for battle.
Oh, and that gives us an extra AP too. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. She can clear that. So we can clear everything that can attack us this turn.
My turn.
So let's go ahead and hit a move again.
I can hardly contain myself. All right, let's get started.
So she can clear that.
How's this? How unsatisfying.
So we're going to go over here and I think side slash this group. And then now we can go in there with Takamaru, get a good bit of armor going, clear some ads, and that's a good turn. That's a really good turn. Taking a little bit of damage, but I think we're fine.
My turn.
It's certainly... We've certainly still got some work cut out for us. Get 3 there. I don't love that. Get another 3 there. I really don't like this formation. We don't really have anything we can do about that.
Now then, to business.
Let's give it to him.
We could do this and then kill them with Hiriko. I don't really like that, getting Hiriko that far away. I feel like we really need to work on cleaning this up. I'm not really sure how to do that right now.
Say when.
Like, we can do that, clear out a decent chunk. I actually think this is a good start. Very good start.
All right, let's get started.
And then we go over here, we do this.
Take this. Ready whenever.
Yeah, that's not killing, so we need to do a cranial fracture. And that's a free move.
Broken so soon.
We're not going to be able to prevent everything. They can't even reach, though. They can. Is there a way to get 2 of them? I don't think there is. Yeah, they're not in a shape that can possibly... that I can possibly hit 2 of, so... I might have to either accept that I can only hit 1, or maybe try for some voltage here? There's no way I can get enough voltage. Like, even... I don't think this is gonna do it. But I might just do this anyway? I'll let the other 2 hit the generator. Oh, that's close. A little unfortunate. Taking a little bit of damage. I don't know how much is too much. So hopefully I didn't just take too much damage.
All right, let's get started. Take this.
Yuriko is really strong. Really strong. Like bordering on too strong. Oh, S rank even with that? Okay, that's not bad. Got a lot of BP from that, so that should help us with skill upgrading for a little bit.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
It's another day in the books. Another day has come to an end without any sign of Sirei. What happened to his promise to tell us the truth now? Is this his way of getting out of it? And isn't he supposed to be our commanding officer or whatever? Is it okay for him to leave us here unsupervised? It doesn't add up. Did something go wrong? Well, what could have happened? Wasn't Sirei in control of everything here? He's the last person I'd expect to go missing. None of this makes any sense. I continued to struggle with that vague sense of unease right up until my 4th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Day 5. Do I chance one more day? We're almost at the 2-hour mark. I probably should not chance another day.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine.
But I kind of want to just keep playing the game, so like... Do I chance another day? Like, objectively, no. But do I care? Also, maybe no. Now, we'll go ahead and wrap it up for today. I feel like it can't be too much longer till something big happens. And I don't particularly want to... I don't exactly want to be stuck in a situation where, you know, I've got to go through a really long section for no reason. So I guess we can kind of talk about what happened today. Although, I mean, maybe we check the archive first. Is there anything here that we haven't seen? The defense room, the heart of the last defense academy, defended by an imposing door covered in undying flames. The invaders must be kept out of this room at all costs. If they get their hands on what's inside, mankind's extinction is guaranteed. I believe we saw everything else. Yeah, they really should have some kind of like new to you option. That would be swell. But I guess was not meant to be. Okay. Yeah, so we can briefly talk about what happened in this episode. Honestly, it was relatively uneventful. Basically, we explored the school, and that was, I mean, that alone was important. Like, if we look at the archive, there's a lot of stuff we learned. We saw the training area, the defense room, which is apparently really important. We learned about the fire extinguisher, which is going to let us explore. We kind of learned a little bit about the Revive-O-Matic, how it uses hemoanima to bring people back to life, but they haven't really answered how. I mean, that's more or less the summary of the stuff we learned today. We did see a little potential setup and some mysteries. There was this kind of idea that, like, Takumi was kind of like, something looks wrong about me. Like, this doesn't feel right. Like just me. I just don't feel right. And that's interesting setup. And then we saw that person, I think they used the word apparition that was engulfed in flames. And that was interesting. What exactly that was, I don't know. I'm sure we'll see them again. They were trying to talk to us, but we couldn't hear them. No clue what was going on there. I don't know. Honestly, first guess is it's something Uchikoshi related, man. Why? For some reason, I just can't help but feel like that's something Uchikoshi had their hands on, plot-wise. I don't know. Like maybe some explanation for the route system, if that makes sense. I don't know. Or like some remnant of it. But anyways, beyond that, we basically just kind of got some gameplay tutorials about exploring, training, and just did some basic gameplay stuff. We're supposed to be getting information from Sirei about like what exactly the truth is of what's going on, and bro just dipped. Bro's gone. We have not seen Sirei since day 2. And it is now day 5. So I can't imagine it'll be too much longer before Sirei shows back up. But you know, I figure it very well could be right now. So we're not going to continue for now because we're already pretty deep into this episode. But yeah, like I said, honestly, grand scheme of things, plot-wise, this wasn't the most eventful episode, but a lot of gameplay setup, really important gameplay setup. So, you know, not a problem. But anyways, this was a fun episode. The gameplay loop itself, I'm enjoying more than I would have expected, honestly. Well, I say more than I would have expected. I'm enjoying it a lot, is more what I meant. I guess there's no reason that I would have expected to dislike it. But yeah, so far it's fun. I like the combat. The exploring it wasn't too bad, actually. And you know, that's kind of the gameplay loop and upgrading your skills and whatnot. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to more of that. That's like I said, that's all we've got time for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I did. I will probably continue to record this game tomorrow. I'm definitely enjoying this game. I hope you guys are as well. Whenever the next episode comes out, I hope to see all of you guys there as we kind of hopefully get the answers for what exactly is going on, right? Things like that. kind of see some more of these plot mysteries, like the big mysteries kind of start to get set up. You know, I'm hoping that's what we get next episode, and maybe a little bit of gameplay too. Maybe the next big fight will happen, and maybe we'll get to try out some new characters, right, and their skills. Yeah, until that session and until that video, peace.